What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing today, man? What up? What up? Who do we got here today already? We've got Firewater, Steve-O, Tyler, Brendan, Sean, Blob, Brody, Jack, Tim. What is up, guys? What is up, Javier? What's going on? Welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I didn't realize how loud I'd talk until I took my ear out of my headphones. You're probably wondering why I have one ear out of my headphones. It's going to be a weird day today. My wife is still not home from work. She's going to be home a little later today than usual. I didn't want to postpone the stream, though, until she got here, because we kind of postponed it like the last couple of times we did it. So my boys are both in the living room playing right now, and I need to make sure I have an ear out for them, because they are roughhousing right now, and they're being loud. That's good, as long as they're loud. If they get quiet, I'm going to have to go check on them. How's everyone doing today, though, man? We're gonna be doing some mythic grinding today, guys. I have a really fun deck list that I want to show you guys tomorrow that I'm super excited about, but it took us a while to get there today, and there were a lot of iterations of the deck that dropped us down pretty bad. So we're at 91%. We got to do some grinding. I'm thinking, as far as deck lists that I want to run today, I'm kind of up in the air at the moment, but I'm thinking I want to run the Azorius build with Simulacrum. We haven't ran that in a little while, and it's been really good for me. So if you guys want to take a look, I'm thinking about running this one here today. Let me know what you guys think about this one. My camera a little off, isn't it? A little bit. There we go. Was just watching yesterday's video. Let's go. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Tim. You should try this week's midweek magic. It's super simple. Decks are pre-built and it's super cool. Maybe I'll play one game of that. Hope you're well, bro. We're on family vacation, so I'll catch your reply tonight. Hey, let's go, Brody. Congrats on that. Have fun. Happy top decks. Thank you, brother. Have a good rest of your night. Hope you guys have fun out there. Doing good, Gobbler. Doing good. Quiet kid is trouble. That's right. If the kids are loud, you know it's fine. If they're quiet, something's wrong. My oldest is out there though. He's 9, and I told him doors open, so he needs to come in here for anything. Game dad, yeah, game dad. They know the drill. What's up, Lions? How you doing? I think you should smash the opponents. I think so too. If I may, some Soul Guide's Lantern would go far in Omni decks. Yeah, I was thinking it needs some of that too. I haven't played this one in a minute. Kind of off and on with it, but let me see here. So if I go Soul Guide's Lantern, I don't want too many. As far as removal though, I've been struggling. When I did play this deck, I was kind of struggling all the time with finding I don't know, finding my mana consistently was an issue sometimes, but then I added in the clay-fired bricks, and that seemed to smooth things out. Repurposing Bay to sack, my 2-drops to get my 3-drops is always really nice. I don't know if the assimilation has been great for me, though. I feel like there's some better options, maybe. Are there some better... I don't know. I've been toying with this quite a bit. It used to have Solemn Simulacrum in here, and it would work its way up into a Nexus, but that almost never happened, like literally almost never happened. So we cut that idea altogether. Trying to think here. I don't know if I want to make too many adjustments to it. It's kind of in a good spot, I feel like, but... Artifacts. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe for, well, Caretaker's Talents for card draw could be interesting, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Does anybody run Caretaker's Talent in this deck, or is that crazy? Is that just like overkill for like win more? You know what I mean? Do we really need that? Probably not, right? Probably not. What's this do again? Create a token as a copy of an artifact token you control. That's right. So if you're making tokens of the Simulacrum, that's really good. But we're not making any tokens of that. I don't. 3-drop is still, yeah, it's already pretty full. Yeah, Thran Spider's always nice. Thran Spider's interesting. I don't know what we would do with those power stones though, to be honest. It's a good, you know, blocker or whatever, but I feel like I'd rather have removal. Braided net is better than, you think so? If you don't want soul guide, high noon goes hard too. Ooh, high noon. Oh, that's a good idea. I like the high noon idea. And that's funny you say that. I was just thinking to myself, you can't sack non-artifacts though, right? Yeah, so that's gonna get a little tricky. Well, maybe I do this. I do want a full play set if we are gonna play it. Do it like that. And then you were saying the braided net. I was actually leaning on the braided net as well for this build. I wasn't sure if I wanted that over the exiling effect because I just feel like this can do a little bit more for us, but yeah, I guess we give this a shot. Let's give this a shot. Let's just give it a run and see what happens. Oh, I can't show you abs and gains yet. That's the deck, man. That's the one I can't wait to show you guys. What's going on, Kevin? Good to see you. How you doing, brother? The Aether Spark? No, too expensive. I don't want anything really under 3 mana except for the Battlefront. I'll likely be missing the stream next week. My wife's son is getting married in Utah on the 29th, spending the week with all my family and can't wait. I'll take plenty of photos. Absolutely, bro. You have a lot of fun out there. I hope you guys have a good time with that. That's awesome, man. Congrats to you guys. Let me see here. I'm not a fan of watching Mythic grind standard. The meta is so stale in my opinion, so I'm just gonna hop out this week's stream. See you next time. Hey, no worries, Ordinary. You have a good rest of your day, bro. Thanks for at least hanging out for a second and saying what's up. We appreciate you, brother. No worries. All right, we can flash in the saw blades and use it later if we want, but I'm probably going to temporary lockdown, so I probably will hold off on that actually for now. Unless they bring in a haste threat, of course. Synthesizer, let's go. Candy Trail's not a bad idea. That's one I thought about too. Perilous Snare. Hey, Kevin with the 50 months, bro. Thank you so much for the 50, brother. I appreciate that. 50 months. Are you kidding me, man? Congrats on going full time, bro. Thank you. Kevin is always one of my, I think he is actually my longest member on the channel outside of my brother. And so every time I see his months that come up, it's always a shock because it's always like a number I've yet seen. Thank you, Kevin. What's going on, Hopscotch? How you doing? Braided net goes hard? Yeah, I think so too. What'd you say? Sub out Aegis for Perilous Snare. Okay, so we need to temporary lock down this field and we'll be good to go. Hopefully no, you know, spell pierce here. Hey, Tyler, welcome to the Mardu Mob. Thank you so much for the membership, brother. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Thank you so much, brother. Very nice. That's more than 4 years. You've come a long way. Yeah, dude, 4 years. I know. I still genuinely can't believe it when I look back and we actually did that video. I'm like, oh, you're kidding me right now. When I did that video, you know, explaining our journey that we had, it's just, I cannot believe we've been at this for 7 years. It's just insane. Just absolutely insane, man. That just goes to show you, man. I mean, I've had people, you know, in my life when it comes to Magic, like, you know, come and go and ask questions and ask why, you know, like, why is it so, it seems so difficult to break through, or like, do you have any suggestions or this and that? I really don't. I've been at it for 7 years. It took a long time to get here, and it's a long, grueling path, man. It really is. But if you keep at something long enough, it'll happen. All right, we got a Bay ready to go now. Oh, High Noon is fantastic. What a great card against this matchup, huh? All right, so what are we going to do next turn? We're going to probably go... I mean, it depends on how crazy this goes. Okay, hold on. My little one already seems like he's fake crying. Like he's trying to get his brother in trouble or something. Hold on. Everything okay? Hey, is everything okay? Okay, I won. Hold on. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I knew that wasn't gonna last very long. No, they're just out there and he's crying because his older brother doesn't want to play Fortnite right now and he wants to play Fortnite, and so he's crying because his brother won't play Fortnite with him. Oh man. High Noon versus Cutter, love those interactions. I know, right? It's the best. I think we're gonna see a lot of Cutter today, so we're definitely loving the High Noon, I think. I mean, if you're gonna run into a certain deck, it's either gonna be Cutter or Omniscience, and both decks get shut down with this. So super good card right now. So good comms on throwing it in the deck. He's still crying. He stopped and now he's crying again. What's up, Craig? How's it going? All right, so it's mono red this time. I think we just take it as we go. Just take each creature as we can, you know? Snare's good here. And a little shock, that's fine. Dad's gotta be a dad. Don't stress about having to dip out. Oh, no worries. Yeah, it's just, my wife will be here like in literally just a few moments. And so I figured I'd just start the stream on time. So she'll be here. Yeah, less than 10 minutes, so. The Carrot Cake's a good blocker for this guy, just for at least a turn, and then gains me some life potentially. Yeah, let's do that. I think we got this one, guys. I mean, this is going to be really tough for the opponent to beat. We're off to such a fantastic start right now. All right, lightning strike, sure. I want to just bring him in here and like sit him on my lap because I know he'll calm down, but I also know no one wants to hear a kid crying and sniffling for the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes before he calms down. Okay, this is colorless mana, right? It's 2 colorless mana, so I can actually play Simulacrum and get another Simulacrum. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Braided Net. Solid. I can tap this down when it tries to attack in. Well, I'm gonna reshuffle anyways. I probably should have done that prior to this. Yeah, I should have probably done that sequence a little differently, huh? Let's re-scry. And there's a scoop. Easy money. Easy money. Give me 1 second. I might have to bring him in here. He's still sniffling out there, being a little spoiled guy. Ugh. Kids, man, with their emotions. Their emotions. All right, he wants nothing to do with anyone right now. I try to give him a hug. He swatted my hand away. He's mad. He really wants his brother to play Fortnite right now, and he's just not having it. I think he needs to go to bed early tonight. He needs to go to bed early tonight. Me and him had a pretty good day today. I think he's just tired out. What do we got? Braided nets, or do we drop the temporary lockdown? I need the clay fired bricks so I can get the land here to get to my third land drop. I'm thinking we gamble here and hopefully don't need that. Let me see here. I just missed something. Pirate, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to the team. Thank you. Swayze got off late listening on the ride home. Let's go. What's going on, Alex? How you doing? Which deck are we starting with? This is a Simulacrum Battlefront combo wombo. I've got some interesting choices here. I think I actually just get the braided net down, right? I mean, I can blow it up and when it attacks and stuff, which is cool because they're probably gonna try to play. Nah, we'll do this because I can actually use this after I've tapped it forcefully and stuff like that too, which is really cool. A little synergy there. Yeah, we had a feeling that's what it was gonna be. All right, we're tapping you down. All right, so tough decision here, actually. What if we Battlefront and we hit what we need? Oh, this is so risky. This is so risky. I want to Battlefront and look for some exile, maybe like a snare. Oh, it's so risky when I actually have some tools here to, gosh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking, I'm sorry. I know it's not cool. As long as I'm taking, that's my bad. This is actually this is like a really game-ending decision though that I'm making here. Because if I throw this down and gamble and we miss, it's just gonna be a nightmare. Braided net already coming in clutch for us here though. My goodness. Come on, hit me something good. Yes and yes, please. Believe it or not, I think we take this because I can continue to tap down the Aquazats, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, sounds like he finally calmed down. I think his brother's talking to him. Yeah, he's talking to him. I think the brother caved. He's gonna play Fortnite. All right, yeah, tap down the flyer, shut down their card draw, which is great. Synthesizer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough mana to do both. The Dross is annoying for sure. But they're gonna have to block here in a minute because I'm gonna go kind of nuts here. Gonna go kind of crazy. Do you want to block? I don't blame you if you did. All right, things are gonna get real spicy here on this turn because if they have removal, we might be in a lot of trouble here. That's not removal. Oh, my wife's home. My oldest son is like, don't worry, I didn't hurt him. He's not crying because I hurt him. Oh, I didn't tap anything down. Oops, that could have been really bad. I was not prepared. I skipped ahead a little too fast. That's okay though. All right, we're taking some damage though from the annex. I don't think I can dish out 16 damage next turn. I don't think it's possible. That is fun. That is really fun. What do we do? I mean, I can't do anything other than one spell this turn, so I might as well gamble, right? United Battlefront, man. Such a sick card. Ooh. Okay, we could go grab some stuff off of the saw blades here. Dude, our deck got so much better just by adding in the braided nets. It's crazy. All right, so I can hit him for 11 here, or I could just offer up like a trade. I'm gonna offer a trade here. Opponent's got a kill spell? Okay, that's fine. That is fine. End the turn. All right, this time we got to remember to tap things down. They could have taken huge advantage over us last turn by us not tapping things down, so I'm glad they didn't.
Nobody knows Dominaria.
Are we minusing or plussing here? Big deal. Minus. All right, I actually prefer that, I think.
One of your friends has to leave.
All right, we're just gonna do this now. All right, they hit us for 2. Oh, a lot more than 2. Okay, here we go. They say good game. Oh, they scooped it up. What? I had to dish out 18 damage there. Where did they think I was gonna get the 18 damage from? Where in the world did they think I was gonna get 18 damage from there? I could only cast 1 spell this turn. I was gonna cast a synthesizer and then use this to go fetch up, I don't know, like an exiling piece for this. I guess that's why they thought it was over. This game wasn't over though. This was close. They could have won this one for sure. I don't know why they just gave up. Give me 1 more second here, guys. I'm gonna go just say hi to my wife and I'll be right back. This will only take 2 seconds. All right, she's not home actually. She's just on the phone. All right, let me go ahead and make sure I catch up with everybody here real quick. Sorry guys, I know it's been a weird day already to kick this stream off. I apologize. We'll be dialed in here in a second here, locked in. What do we got? Bring him in. Oh no, yeah, we're not bringing him in unfortunately. Swayze got off late listening ride home. We saw that. Would a single symmetry matrix be worthwhile in this deck? Symmetry matrix. Let me look it up real fast. I don't know what card that is. Symmetry matrix. Never seen this card actually. Whenever a creature you control with power equal to its toughness enters, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. Probably not. I really like the fact that we've got the Battlefront guaranteed hitting everything every time with some stuff. I think this could, anything over 3 kind of floods out a potential Battlefront value. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a really cool card. I like it in the Simulacrum build for sure, but not with the Battlefront synergies. Patience is key. What's up, dude? Grinding while watching too. Currently starting at 97. If you come across you, I will turn stream off. Hey, appreciate that. Also, don't stress about. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for that. Appreciate the support. Swayze, with Pain lands rotating out this year, that's tough. I know. When does rotation actually happen, by the way, guys? Could you just fill me in on that real quick? I was gonna look that up earlier today. I completely forgot to look up when they decided rotation's happening. What do you think will be the best? Oh, what do you think would be the best duels? Thinking verges or fast lands? It depends on the deck list for sure. It definitely depends. But I love the verges for sure, but they don't always work well in 3 color. 3 color is really tough to build verges around because you need a lot of basics, and that can get a little bit crazy. The net can turn off the Planeswalker too. Oh, the net can turn off the Planeswalker. Really? I didn't know that. This artifact remove a net counter from this artifact. Attack target non-land permanents. Activated abilities can't. Oh yeah, activated abilities. I didn't realize. Nice. Very cool. I didn't know that. You taught me something there. To me, I think that depends on the color. If you are primarily red and the Verge land starts out as white, yeah, exactly. It depends what the Verge land starts with too. Yeah, that's a big deal. That is a very big deal. What are we at right now? 93. Cool. We're grinding. We're going, man. We're going. There's new City Brass staple land coming out. Fair enough. What about copy of World Walker Helm? I have to look that one up too. September question mark? Yeah, I thought it was 2, but I wasn't sure. September for rotation? Yeah, I don't know why I kept hearing different timelines recently. That's why I was curious. But yeah, I thought it was September. Hand looks pretty good. This could be really good too. We never know. then every year after that. Gotcha. So we're back on a September rotation. Got it. So it's not like, for whatever reason, I thought I heard the beginning of the year or something like that. Maybe that's for the bands. I might have crossed up two things. All right. Snare got taken, huh? I guess we prioritize repurposing bay as it curves in here. Never mind. Well, we lost one repurposing bay here for sure. Maybe temporary lockdown. There any way to get good way to sack things in Bant colors? Playing armadillo soup to feed my whole quiet and smile at death. Good ways to sack in Bant colors. Oh, good way to sack in Bant colors. Not at the top of my mind. I can't think of any. Yeah, top of mind. I mean, I'd have to just quickly filter that and check it out. I'm sure I could find some way, but it probably isn't great. The options are probably limited. There are some artifacts that sacrifice things that are colorless, I believe. It has a black effect. I think you tap it for colorless to sack and it creates like a zombie, but... Alright, carrot cake's in. Such a good card. The scry is irrelevant though because we are going to be reshuffling here. Braided net again. Pretty cool, but I think I either need a 2-drop to go fish out a snare for this, or yeah, I just need to do better. I need to do better than that. Swayze, I gotta show you a few decks on your builds, but tweaked need a Discord to send them out to the community and share. Yeah, absolutely. I can send you the Discord link in just a moment here. Oh man, I don't have anything to sack for the repurposing bay, unfortunately. This is a bummer. All right, let me grab that Discord link for you real fast. There you go. There's the Discord link for you. By the way, guys, for those who are here and care, if you guys are going to the expo this year, I am officially. I think it's safe to say I'm officially going. We got the rooms booked and stuff like that, so I can't really back out now. And I will be at MagicCon this year. I don't know how many days I'll actually be at MagicCon. I'm thinking that it'll probably just I'll guaranteed I'm gonna be there Saturday. Guaranteed. I don't think I'll be able to go to the Sunday. I might be there in the evening on Friday as well. Like evening Friday, pretty much all day Saturday. But I don't think I'll be there Sunday because I'll have to drive back. And that's going to be a 4-hour drive. And I don't want to come back in the evening on Sunday to roll into, you know, the work week and stuff. I guess I don't... Actually, it doesn't matter if I stay Sunday, huh? I might be able to stay Sunday, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because my wife goes on summer break for her job. Because she works at a school. So actually, we don't really have much going on Monday. I might be able to just stay. Guaranteed Saturday, though. You guys can find me on Saturday. I think that's the moral of the story. All right, they lost their deep cavern bat here. Gonna take half my life though. Tragedy. If only this hit things for 3. Hey, what's going on, Wample? How you doing? All right, yeah, we just end a turn here. Really? This guy's got removal for days. Opponent was using Sultan had GY mechanic, going blue talent and soul tie sorcery. I still use Doppel, very good. Transmog altar, yeah, it's a colorless altar. Yeah, that's probably what it is. All right, so we're gonna tap you. I'm pretty cooked here, guys. I don't think I can win this unless I get a battlefront here. I need like a lot of value on this next turn. And that is not what I needed. Gonna take another 4 off of that. Yeah, this is a good game. I'm gonna go ahead and concede this one. You have to take a look at my Jeskai deck, Swayze. It's so fun and it's competitive. Sure, Andrew, send it to me. Send it to me in the DM. I will take a look at it later, for sure. I'd love to see your take on Bant Doppelgang and High Noon deck. I've been trying to put together a deck with Doppelgang in it for a minute now. I haven't been able to figure out a good one to do just yet, but yeah, I've been looking into it. I definitely want to try Doppelgang again. It's been a long time since I played Doppelgang, so it's worth another shot here soon. Tomorrow though, we're playing life gain, but it's gonna be an Abzan because I feel like the new Siege goes crazy with life gain. Like, it works so well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tiamio's logbook? That's interesting. Tiamio's logbook for some card draw. I don't think we really need card draw, though. I think that was the first game we had that we kind of ran out of juice there. And it's because we never saw a Battlefront, but I don't think we're too pressed for, I don't think we're too pressed for card draw. Snare is cool. It's a good card, for sure, a good card. But I think I need like temporary lockdown and stuff like that in High Noon. So I think I need to prioritize getting rid of these to the bottom. Let's see here. I've been getting like 5 copies minimum, so usually hit some of mine, some of theirs. Swayze, you should look into the deck list I shared last night with the memory vessel and territory forge. When it goes off, it exiles the opponent's lands and copies the memory vessel enough times. Okay, I'll check it out for sure. You posted it in the MTG channel, I'm guessing? Kind of want to scry here. There we go. There we go. We're chilling. We're taking it slow. We're chilling here. Let's see. Okay. You going to play any tabletop with the mob at MC? Yeah, I would like to. I would like to. I'm probably gonna be. I don't have any like standard decks or anything right now. I'm gonna try to get like a pre-con ordered or something like that. Maybe I could play like a little commander or something. But also I think I'll participate in some of the maybe like the drafts and stuff like that. Something I could just walk up and just do, you know, without having cards and whatnot. All right, this is getting a little dicey. This opponent kind of cooking with this show off at the moment. Do we sack this? I don't think so. Again, we're in a situation where we could gamble or we could just, you know, go for the sure thing and hope it's, you know, good enough. For right now, I think it is good enough, which I think is just a snare. Take away the show off. I mean, I could take this. All right, maybe I should have played the braided net there and just looked to tap that, but this is fine. This is fine. To force them to draw their library, then pass the turn. Swayze, check the list I send you right now. I will check that out for sure. It'll be after stream though. I'm kind of on a mission today, just trying to get a lot of ranking done here. Trying to get my number a little higher, the percentage. I really want to start participating a little bit more in like competitive Magic too, like the qualifiers when they happen and stuff like that. So I want to see if I can get my rank a little bit higher these days now that I'm full time and I can just really focus on the game a little bit more than just you know, working all day. Been loving the Marty Mobilize. How old are your boys? The boys, Parker's 9 and then my little one is 4. Miles, he's 4. Are they doing a streamer event for Final Fantasy? They are, yes. They actually just hit us up in the Discord like 2 days ago. They were saying They were saying that they're working on it. Actually, I probably shouldn't say yes because they said they're working on it. I think that means yes, but I can't imagine they're not going to do one for this one. It's gonna be big. I feel like. Me and my son will be there. He watches too. Nice, Jack. I hope to see you guys. Hope to see you there, man. Maybe I'll just put in my Discord kind of what I'm doing and where I'm floating around at if you guys want to, you know, find me or whatever. Say what's up. So I was like, how do I, you know, it's going to be a big place, obviously. So I'm like, how do I let people know where I'm going to be? Because I'm not doing anything like all these other bigger streamers who are like, you know, they have their booths and their events going on. I don't have anything like that going on. So I'm just going to be one of everyone else, just kind of floating around, walking around, checking the place out and enjoying myself. So, ooh, we're playing our first person in the numbers. It's been a long time since I've seen that. And it's Is It Cutter. We got temporary lockdown though, so I'm feeling pretty good about that, but it can get bounced, of course. And we're going second, which never feels very good against this matchup, but I don't know. Do I let him hit me here, or do I play the spring-loaded saw blades now to mitigate some of this damage? Hard to say, because it's like if I play the saw blades, I'm gonna take it with the lockdown, and then my repurposing bay doesn't have a target for now. But I also don't want to take this much damage. You know what I mean? Talk about an overcommitment to the board state, though, huh? 3, 4, 5. Can I afford to take this, or nah, I think I just need to play it. I think I need to not be greedy here. Here we go. And then we got a Battlefront next turn, which is kind of sick. I have 50 playing points, but don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I don't even know how the playing points really work necessarily either. I got to do my research. Give me an exiling piece, please, for the Quarry Steel. Yes, sir. Give me your Quarry Steel. You don't deserve the Quarry Steel. I'll take that. Every day of the week, I'll take that. Boom, dude, this deck rips, man. This deck is ripping. Love artifacts. I have a playset of Mox Opals that I got for $5 each. I used to play a lot with Cranial Planting and Etched Champion. Aren't the Mox Opals really expensive? Like really ridiculously expensive? Maybe I'm thinking of a different card, but Peter Parker, Miles Morales, you like Spider-Man, Swayze? That's funny you asked me that, Alex. Yes, that's pretty much exactly why they're named those names. I mean, my wife loved those names. We worked together on naming them. We kind of went back and forth on different options and stuff like that. And I kind of love the idea of like, you know, hero names and stuff. And I started going through the Rolodex of hero names, ones that sounded good, like you know, Bruce Banner, or like Bruce Wayne, and you know, whatever, all these Clark Kents. And I'm like, Peter Parker, and I was like, I don't like Peter. I'm not a big fan of the name Peter. And I was like, but Parker, that's pretty cool. And she loved the name Parker. And then when we had our second one, I was like, we got to do Miles. We got to do Miles. But yeah, I intend on actually getting my whole arm tattooed one day whenever I can afford that. But I'm gonna have Peter Parker Spider-Man and then Miles Morales Spider-Man on my arm, obviously for them. But that I will be doing down the road. Kind of want to just take care of that now, but at the same time, I think I can afford to wait. This is tough. I think I'm gonna go get a land here. Ooh, I probably should have played Repurposing Bait now that I think about the way that curves out, because now if I play this next turn, I don't have the 2 mana to sack it. I could have done it the other way and I would have been good. Would have been pretty good. Okay, well now we're in a bit of a pinch here. Because I really want to get this down, but I don't want to lose both of these. They're both very good for this matchup. So I think it's the snare. I don't really love that for us, but I think it is in fact the snare. It seems like they might have like a resolute reinforcements here or something. Seems that way. Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, we were playing blue and white artifacts. Yes, sir. Do you plan on double streaming with Twitch? I probably won't ever stream on Twitch. No, I kind of like it here on YouTube and the intimacy of just being able to talk to you guys, and keep the communication a little bit simpler than, you know, having two different chats and stuff like that. But all right, here we go. We got to go grab another. You know what? I think another repurposing bay. This is tough. This is actually a really tough decision because I could snag this, right? Which is something I need to do, but I also need to kind of get this going. Otherwise, I'm never gonna get the ball rolling. These are fantastic. Both of them are, because they're good sacrificial tools for the bay. All right, cool. Spider babies, yeah. My buddy loves Spider-Man, but was only able to get Peter as the middle name. You lucked out, so awesome. Yeah, I know my wife definitely wasn't on board with, you know, the name Peter either. But, you know, Parker worked out, so. We kind of need to gain some life here, man. We kind of need to gain some life. If I lock down the board, let's hypothetically lock down the board, right? And then we play this. This is really tough. Is there any way I can do this? Is there any way I can do this? I feel like I don't know. I don't think it's possible, guys. That's one blocker. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. What do we grab? What do we grab? Do we grab the snare, or do we grab the braided nets? I feel like the braided net is the way to go for now, and then we get another blocker on the field, and then we can tap. Hold on, my wife just walked in. All right. They sack that to deal damage. Oh, nice. Okay. That was a nice move. Temporary lockdown still feels pretty good. I can't. So I can tap something down too. So if I temporary lock down the field, I can tap this down. They can't attack, or I can tap this down, I should say. Seems pretty good. Seems really good, actually. We might be able to recover here, guys. I can't believe it, but we might actually be able to recover. All right, we're gonna get another body here. Thank you so much. Love you. All right. All right. I don't know how we navigated our way out of this one. Oh, we didn't. That's how. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, this is actually... Oh, they got us because they can choose which creature to put the 1/1 counter on in response. And then I can't block. Oh, genius, bro. Genius. Because let's just say I tap this, right? Then they attack with this and I can't block. If I tap this, they're going to attack with this and then put a 1/1 counter here. My only hope is to tap this and hope that they put the 1/1 counter on the actual creature land, but they're not going to. Well done. Well done. That was actually genius. Well done. I respect a good play. That was a great play. Oh, man. That was a great play. Nice. My two kids are 6 and 4. Nice. What about the marketplace gnome? I think 1 white 0/3 draws your card if you sack it and stuff. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that's not a bad card to put in the deck, but we're kind of frying right now. I don't really want to mess with the deck too much. Last time I looked at Moxes, they were like 175 each. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you know they're named after Spider-Man? yeah, I do. Never wait to take care of the creepy doll. I know, right? By the way, Spider-Man has been my favorite comic book character since I was like 10, although these days I'm also a fan of Captain America, Steve Rogers. Nice, Firewater. Yeah, I love Spider-Man. He's for sure, American comics and stuff, that he's the best. It's my favorite. And I love Miles Morales. Like, some of my new favorite movies are those Into the Spider-Verses. They're so cool. According to CGB, the pay on YouTube is far better than Twitch. That I don't know. I made it to monetization on Twitch, but I was only streaming for like, at that point, like when I hit monetization, maybe 10 people, and I only had like 2 subs, so I couldn't tell you, but maybe. I do think that the splits are better. I think, yeah. Even if that's true, streaming on both at the same time can't be bad. No, it's definitely not bad. Streaming on both is not bad. Strategically for me, if I want to make more money and be more like out there, that's the way to go. But I think, in my personal opinion, it comes at a little bit of a detriment to the personalness of this. And I like being able to just chat with you guys and build a community in one place. And not, I'm already struggling enough to try to keep track with this chat. I can't even imagine how it would be to do 2 chats at one time. I'd have to ignore one basically and just have it, you know, go. Yeah, there's a way to put both chats on the screen for sure. But that's on a delay, and it gets a little convoluted and weird. Are you guys more active on Twitch? Is that why? I've not been able to get a diamond for 4 weeks. Delny makes it unblockable for anything above 2 power to block. Snares a card. Yeah, the Into the Spider-Verse movies are awesome. Looking forward to the next one. Me too. I know it's gonna take forever to get out though. Also, my question was, do your kiddos know? Oh, does my kiddos know they're named after Spider-Man? Yeah, they do. They do. They love it. They absolutely love it. They even dress up all the time as the Spider-Man that they're named after. It's so funny. But what's funny is Parker loves dressing like Miles Morales, and Miles likes to dress like Parker. Peter Parker. Face it, Swayze's old now, belongs on YouTube. Facts. Big facts. Yeah, that's probably true as well. All right, temporary lockdown. Yes, and a snare. Yes, I couldn't have asked for a better hit. Couldn't have asked for anything better than that. That was a literal perfect Battlefront. That's why this card's broken. We just flipped this game on its head from one card. Spider-Man games were always the best. Yes, they were, man. I remember, what was it? What games? Like, what game console was it on? I want to say it was, no, it was Super Nintendo. I was gonna say Sega, but it definitely was Super Nintendo. The one that had Carnage on the front. That was like one of my favorite games of all time. I guess Battlefront again and just gamble. Pretty good gamble. Pretty good gamble. Now we run away with the game. Not gonna attack yet. We're not ready to attack just yet. Next turn I can play this, and we'll tap him down and swing through. That's a problem. That can be sacrificed for some damage without having to actually get through my defenses here. You want to attack? Do you want to attack? Yeah, I don't think so. All right. Okay, where am I at? Quick thoughts on FIN. It feels like it's not standard friendly at all. I don't know what FIN stands for. You're gonna have to on acronym that for me. I'm not too sure what that means. At least you weren't Frank Zappa fan and named your kids after his. Is that what you did? The Sega Genesis Spider-Man was one of my favorite games when I was a kid. It might have been Sega then. That might have been the one. So real question here. Which on-screen Spider-Man has been your favorite? Toby, Andrew, or Tom? The classic's gotta stay my guy Toby. It's funny you asked me that. This is a really hot take. And it might just be because I think it's my bias. It's just my bias for the person. I love Andrew Garfield. I think he's fantastic in everything. I know that's a very hot take to call him the best Spider-Man. Because, yeah, arguably he's not the best Spider-Man. But to me, I love him as an actor. I do. I gotta go with my man Andrew. Mortal Kombat 1 through 3? Yes, we had those as well, dude. Mortal Kombats were sick. I love that game, yeah. Moon Unit and Dweezil? Or Dweezil? Oh, the names. Oh, gotcha. Nice. Also, the PS4 and PS5 Spider-Man games are awesome. Some of my favorite games ever. I've actually never played those. My sons have. They played them at their cousin's house, but I've never had the opportunity to play those games. They look awesome. I used to play the original PlayStation Spider-Man that came out like way before those ones came out, but all right, we need some blue mana ASAP. Oh, Finna's attack for Final Fantasy set. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, as far as that goes, Final Fantasy, it's a good question. I don't think it's bad for standard, no. I don't think so. I think it's actually going to be really good for getting newer players into the game. I want to be optimistic about it for sure. I totally get where everyone's coming from that doesn't want it to be a thing, you know, the Universes Beyond type thing, but I do think it's going to add a lot of people to the game that haven't had the luxury of learning the game or finding out about the game. But I'm trying to think here. Do I want to just temporarily lock down the field here? Not yet, right? Not yet. All right, they're definitely gonna blow up my snare here in response to this. That's fine. Or my high noon, whatever. I don't really care which one they do. If I'm giving you my personal take, my own opinion, I'm actually super excited for Final Fantasy. I think the artwork in Final Fantasy is incredible. I've never played the games really, but I think the artwork for them is incredible. I don't really mind merging, you know, multiverses like that. I know there's a story behind Magic, and I definitely don't have a place or a right to tell people who have been following that story for so long that, you know, they're wrong for their opinion, because, you know, that would suck if I was really into, like, you know, a certain universe or comic or movie series, and they all of a sudden started adding characters from other movies and stuff like that. It would feel weird. It would feel weird, and I get that. But yeah, for me personally, I'm pretty excited about it. All right. Temporary lockdown would be nice right about now. I'd get everything off the field. And then I could also just activate. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's just activate that. I think we take the Tyvar. Oh, this mana can be activated right away. I forgot Tyvar allows us to be used immediately for the mana. Oh no, I thought the Haywire Might was off limits there. Shoot. That's my fault. I made a big mistake there. That's a blunder. That's a blunder. I thought they were tapped out. I completely didn't realize that the summoning sickness on that didn't apply thanks to Tyvar's abilities. This card's broken, man. This card is broken. Another Roots? You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Come on. Temporary lockdown is good. And another one of those on the top. I mean, It is a good thing to have for sure, but I have one here and I can keep getting more with the is it gonna hurt to have another one in the hand? I don't know. Is it? It might hurt. This can be used as fodder for this. I'm gonna just take that just to have for later. That's a weird, that was a very weird scry for me there, I'm not gonna lie, but I think having the option here with the saw blades to go fetch any 3-drop that I want, like another snare for the Tyvar, is important. Looks like they got another artifact removal type spell, maybe. They're touching my lands or my artifacts. As far as a link for this artifact deck list, I don't have a link, but I can show you the deck list after this is over. Yeah, Tom Holland has... Andrew is my favorite too. Nice. Tom Holland has been my favorite on-screen Spidey, but Spider-Man 2 with Tobey is the best Spider-Man movie ever. That's a good take. I mean, I like Spider-Man 2. It's not a bad take at all. A 2-drop and another 2-drop. Okay. Interesting. This needs to be tapped to activate its abilities. I think we just do this and then we flash this in. Seems good. Seems good. I think these both can go. I'm looking for like another Battlefront at this point too. All right. The Spider-Man that got worked over the most feels bad for him, but got his redemption in the newest one. Good choice. Yeah, he did have the hardest, the darkest movies, that's for sure. I'm old enough to remember the Mortal Kombat came out in the arcade. I had the original Mortal Kombat for the I think, did it come out on Sega first? I feel like Sega, that was one of my first games for Sega, I believe. But it's not Sega, was it? Yeah, it had to have been Sega because I had Sonic too. Ever try a don't do anything on my turn type of deck? I've been playing with one a lot lately, and so many people just scoop. I had this deck list that I was putting together today, actually, where, you know, you had High Noon, you had consoles, and you had the guy who said you couldn't cast spells on your opponent's turn, on my turn. So yeah, I had this deck that was super oppressive, where like basically all you could do is cast one spell, but only on your turn, and when you did, it came in tapped. But it was really hard to get all three of those things on the battlefield at once, and to get them to stick. I just couldn't get it to work, man. Couldn't get it to work. Was a bummer. All right, they got the might back onto the battlefield again and again and again. It's tough. A Shonen Jump set would be fire. Oh, dude, to mix them all? That'd be crazy. Like One Piece with Naruto and all that. That'd be crazy. That was a weird card to take, I guess, but that's fine. Got another one. I've got another one. This opponent refusing to scoop, and I respect that, but I just feel like this is going to be a really, really grindy game. That's inevitably going to go our way. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. All right, let's, I guess, let's force him to block here, right? Let's force him to block here. Their creature has Death Touch. I know I'm going to lose my 8/8 here. It's fine. Hair in my mouth. Man, I really find these types of decks, like Roots and stuff, to be pretty darn cool. They are cool, don't get me wrong. But they're also really annoying on how long they take to play and do their things. It's just so frustrating sometimes. It just takes so long. All right, then we're gonna go here. We're gonna go fish out one of these, and I think honestly taking the Roots back is more important than taking the Tyvar. There's just so many priority holes and triggers. They've got the cauldron triggers, the cards that from the graveyard they can play. Like, takes a very long time, and it's very confusing too to keep up with. I can't imagine playing this type of a deck in paper. It's got to be so tough. All right, I think I just play Braided Net, tap that down, attack for the win, I think, but they've got 1 mana open here. Some food tokens don't really apply. But they've got them. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say they've got the ability to give this the Might's ability and then use it right away, but that's not really gonna help them too much here. Man, we're cruising along. Oh, you guys wanted to see the deck list here. Let me get you the deck list real fast. If you guys want to take a look at it, we are absolutely smashing right now, which is awesome. All right. New here, just tried Midweek Magic this week. It's super cool. I am gonna try Midweek Magic actually. Yeah, we'll play this until like 6:30ish, and then I'll do Midweek Magic. But welcome to the stream. Appreciate you for being here. I discarded cast with Narset Enlightenment Exile. I have seen some Dragon Ball Z MTG fan art. I used to watch DBZ on TV after school before doing homework. I wouldn't mind a collaboration, but that's me. Yeah, that would be sick. Anybody play Bazaar? I do not. Would you ever do a video stream playing sealed or draft? Yeah, for sure. We've done draft a couple of times here on the stream, on the channel. You can probably go back and find them. But yeah, we might be doing more of that in the future for sure. I just wish I could get a Rat of Drawback deck to pop. I've come close using it with Delny. Yeah, I've used it with Delny as well in the past. It is very cool when it gets going, but it is so hard right now to get that combo going because Standard's too fast for it. I've tried. I have a deck list right now that I've put together. It's just not doing it. Voice of Victory, Grand Abolisher are both standard legal, just saying. Yes, when MK came out, Mortal Kombat came out for the consoles, Nintendo was censored, but Sega was straight port of the arcade version, full gore. Yeah, that's the one we had, yeah. Which is crazy because I was really little, but if Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura were each 3 colors, what do you think they'd be? If they were each 3 colors? Naruto had to be Jeskai, right? And then Sasuke, Grixis, and then Sakura would be Bant. Boom, nailed it. I'm telling you, that's perfect. Nailed it. Didn't even need to think about that. Nah, he got cease and desist. Cease and desist. Wait, did I miss something? Naruto would be Naya. Sasuke would be Sultai. Yeah, I can see both of those. I think stock up would be good here. Act as second Coco. Stock up could be good, but I mean, I don't want to mess with it, guys. We're absolutely cooking. Sakura heals. She's got to be Bant, right? Once in a while, best of 3 or no? Yeah, maybe down the road we'll play best of 3 for sure. I agree with Sasuke, but I actually thought Sakura would be Naya. Sasuke Sultai for sure. Sasuke would be Grixis for sure. Would Naruto be Jeskai? Yeah, I got Naruto on Jeskai. I got Bant for Sakura because of the healing. Bant likes to do the life gain stuff. I can get behind Sasuke as Grixis? Yeah, for sure. I see that as Grixis. Alright, we got ourselves High Noon. Keeping this hand anytime we start out with a High Noon. Especially if it's Is It Cutter. It's going to be hilarious. Balgari, that's wild. Oh, for dry. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, huh? Yeah, I don't see it as Galgari, but... All right, they've already plotted, but that's fine. We kind of want that to happen, right? Because we got High Noon this turn. Bada bing, you're done. You're shut down. Your whole deck is shut down. Sorry. I'm surprised you don't play Historic. You seem like all about the goofy combos and popping and decks in Historic. I do want to play Historic, actually, and I do really like those funky combos. I think... See, I get a lot of these questions, guys, like on a weekly basis as far as like other formats and why I don't play this or that. I've tried. I've dabbled in all of it, guys. I've dabbled. But every time that I've tried, you know, to play a different format or do whatever, the videos always tank. They just do. They just tank. And I know it's going to take time to build an audience in a different format style as well. So I'm totally willing to make that sacrifice and grind and stuff. But we just switched to full time. And so I do need my videos to perform at least at a certain level right now. But yeah, down the road, don't you worry. Especially when we go full time. Maybe I'll make some of my extra streams down the road. We'll you know, make them historic and stuff like that. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Let's just do like, you know, different streams with those types of things. We like what here? I like this because I need to get that rolling, right? But then I also want braided net, maybe? I don't know. I kind of want to use this to go fish something out. Yeah, I think that's the way. I don't want temporary lockdown right now because it eats up my own stuff here, and I don't really want to do that. Because if it takes high noon, I guess we could take the high noon and then replace it, though. Yeah, I guess that was probably not a good idea. I should have probably looked at the board state a little bit better at my mana, because I have 5 mana. I could have just temporary lockdown and then also hit a high noon after that. That could have been pretty good. I think we're firmly in the lead right now, though, that I'm not too worried about it. Kakashi, Orzhov, or Demir. Dude, you guys are killing it with the color schemes. I could see Teamer, Naruto's Teamer. I'm surprised oh yeah, we just saw it. Hey Swayze, here's a suggestion. If you want to check out other formats, especially historic, have the mob give you decks. Yeah, it'll take you a little while to learn and use them. Oh, that'd be really fun. Like, do a stream and then just have you guys hand me, you know, deck lists and teach me. That'd be really cool. We could do that. For sure. I was actually thinking about doing a stream last weekend. I was very close to doing it, but I just didn't have enough time because we had a lot going on as a family, and I wanted to do the play and qualifier thing, but never ended up getting around to doing it, which was a bummer. But yeah, hopefully a lot more streams to come. All right, let's go ahead and grab a snare. Let's grab a snare real fast. Taking you. Taking you. And then we just smash them here, guys. Just absolutely smash them. You'll get a quicker grasp of what is possible. Yeah, for sure. I totally get that. Yeah. She's got a temper, so I say red. That's funny. You guys are funny, man. I was looking at events at MagicCon and saw CGB is hosting a best of 1 standard event, and if you win all 8 rounds, you get an uncut sheet. Oh, I saw that too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a standard event. Win all 8 rounds. That's pretty cool. I have to check that out, maybe. I mean, I don't have a standard deck though. I don't know if I can afford to go out and just buy a deck, but I mean, maybe we'll see. I should probably have a standard deck ready to go though if I go to the MagicCon. But I don't know what's more important for me to have. Do you guys think? Is it more important for me to have a standard deck or like a commander deck? Because I feel like commander is going to be the thing that people want to play the most. And Swayze, I actually loved watching the draft video of you a bit ago. I'm glad, man. I'm really glad. As far as everyone who watched it, yeah, people seem to really like it. But that's the problem, is it didn't get a lot of eyes on it, which was unfortunate. But yeah, it was super fun to do. I really enjoyed it. High noon, yes, thank you. Very, very demure, very mindful. Oh, it's not what I thought it was. It's lizards, which is still unfortunate. They're going to unload all their lizards here because they're going to play the 2-drop that gives them the Rakdos mana, and then they're probably going to play another one, and I'm going to get rolled over, right? Because that's my luck. Okay, not quite. I think I'm gonna save the high noon because we're gonna. Oh wait, we can't even temporary, can we? We can't even temporary the board, man. Unfortunate because we don't have double white. Good for the high noon here, but that's tough. 98% of people would play Commander. Yeah, that's what I thought. Commander's probably the way to go. Commander's probably the way to go. All right, gonna snare, unfortunately. Take you, and then, yeah, just hope we hit a land drop that, you know, can eat up this board with the temporary, or a battlefront. It would be nice to get down, maybe to gamble on. But I do need a land. No matter how this goes, I need a land because the current hand I have is just not good enough to cut it. Yikes. I have a fun deck list if you want it, Swayze. Yeah, Jay, if you want to send it over into Discord, we'll definitely take a look at it. The Carnosaur deck in Historic is as bad as Omniscience. As soon as you play him, or Geological Appraiser, if you don't kill it, you win. I have a fun deck list. Oh wait, we just read that. 98% of people standard. Take a solid standard, but take a solid standard brew. What about if I brought this? What if I brought this deck right here that we're looking at this very moment? There's a Discord? Yeah, there's a Discord. I'll get you the link real quick. Sorry. Let me get you the link. Link incoming, my friend. Boom, there you go. I think that was only our second loss. We're kind of, we're frying the ladder right now. We started at 91%. We're cooking. Just ended the game with 8 synthesizers. I'm guessing you're doing the 3 steps ahead and the Nexus and stuff like that. For non-event games, probably Commander. But if you want to compete in an event, bring a standard deck too. But also draft if you don't need to bring a deck for that. Just your wits. Almost made Diamond Mulligan into 1 land and Rough Times. Oh, that's tough, man. The Mulligans can get you. They definitely can get you. This hand right here, watch. I bet you anything we don't find a 3rd land drop till like turn 4, turn 5. This hand is absolutely pure gasoline though, if we could just get 1 more land drop. We're due for a land screw though. We haven't had one in a long time. Here it comes. Here comes the land screw. Almost made diamond. Oh, wait, we just read that. What about doing a mob standard best of 1 tournament? That is possible. That is possible. I want to hold tournaments in the future, for sure. I've got so many ideas. You have no idea. With just a little bit more time, you know, another year under our belts, you're going to see a lot of changes, I think, in the next year on the channel. I hope. I say that, but, you know, those are just words. I hope I can hold myself to it, man, and act on it, but... Running pirates? I did not expect that with these colors. Hey, that's technically a 3rd land drop. We'll take it. Not exactly how I wanted to get it, but here we are. So we're full on pirate tribal, huh? I think I like my odds here. Lands, am I right? Yeah, right. I just got the one of the last pieces to my cloud costume. Oh, nice. You're going to have a cloud costume when you go? That's so sick. And against another control deck, who won't mess up their own jobs. Yeah, right. Where would I link the deck list? Just drop it in the MTG channel. There's a channel that says MTG. Just drop it in there. All right, we need this to scry us into some lands. Here comes Spell Pierce. Here comes Spell Pierce. I guess it's kind of the same thing as Spell Pierce though, right? All right, we're cooked, guys. We're cooked. Jeez, man. That's a 3 drop. All right. Well, we need this Battlefront to hit like nobody's business here. Come on. Snare's good. Snare and then repurposing bay seems pretty good. Is that the play? Yeah, probably. Are these treasures? Oh, these are treasures? I didn't even realize. Heck yeah. I didn't know I had those. I didn't know I had those. I need that. Do I need that actually now that I've sacrificed that? No, I don't need those. Cool. We're back in the game, guys. We're back in the game. Man, I gotta say, an opponent who's in the top 1700 with the all pirate build is kind of sick. I can't lie. That's sick. So is this the guy giving me treasures? I don't understand. Where did I get those treasures from? I don't know where those treasures came from. What if I do this, blow up this, and then go get a snare and take this? Oh man, if we whiff this though. Okay, good. It didn't get countered. I was worried about the counter spell, but we're chilling. And then we can block the 3/2 with my token. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're starting to roll here, guys. Got off to such a slow start too. This would have been a really competitive game if we, you know, we might even be overrunning them at this point if we had hit the land drops on curve. But here comes an attack that I can't block yet again. Just one creature can't block though, so keep that in mind moving forward. Man, I really want to gamble here, but the odds of hitting something like a snare is minimal. Hitting something that I can sack with this is good, but at the same time, it's not great because I don't have the mana open for it. So it feels like I've got to just go for a snare and create more bodies to block with. All right, and we're just playing defense right now. Just playing defense. If they get another one of these guys, I can at least block with the other. But they choose a flyer. Okay. Oh, it has haste. Nice. They have a flying haste creature. Just unlucky. Just unlucky. In the Discord, I mean, yeah, there's an MTG channel in the Discord on the left-hand side. Just choose that channel and then just drop it in there. You'll see all the conversations. Just drop it in there. Pirate Tribal, not control. I know, right? It's crazy. And I'm back. Dinner's in the oven. Let's go. What you eating for dinner today, man? Treasures are better for you. Bad mistake on their part. I know, right? I'm building an infinite mill combo deck in standard at the moment. Infinite mill. You have to explain that one to me. An offer you can't refuse gives you treasure if the spell is countered. Oh, that's where I got it from, the counter spell. Got it. Got it, got it. Pirates are so underrated. Yeah, clearly. I mean, they're cracking the top 1600 probably now. It's posted. Thanks, man. I'll take a look at it in a little while. The counter spell VT. Yeah, the counter spell. You would have lost anyway if they countered your spell with anything other than an offer you can't refuse. Yeah, for sure. Curried sausage is gonna cook for like 5 hours. Oof. Slow cooked. I like it. Thank you for doing the Contorious build. I've been playing that card a lot with new red Dragonstorm card that costs 5. Yeah, that deck list has been around, man. That one's been going around. The one that kind of pops off infinitely for the draining effects. Planning on going to an RC? Probably not. Probably not. I don't trust myself as a good enough player to do something like that. Recession Valley, Flood Caller, and Glacier Siege. Yes, I love that deck. A lot of people really like that deck. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like decks that where, you know, you play the spell and then, you know, the deck just kind of autopilots from there. Like it just starts to cascade infinitely. It's kind of like, that's why I don't like the Omniscience build. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the idea of just playing Omniscience and then you can just win the game. I feel like I like combo decks that actually require like really comboing, not just playing one card. I like to see cards that get on the board and then like, you know, you have to have like 3 or 4 permanents hit on the field and you'll combine this with that, but all right, so are we just doing reanimation here maybe? Sure seems that way. Sure seems that way. I mean, 4 high noons is just, give me a break, you know what I mean? Ditto despise infinite decks. Leather Omniscience, 2 one-dimensional. I agree. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the one-dimensional thing. I'm fine with decks going infinite, but there's got to be like setup that I can interact with. If there's no setup I can interact with other than running Graveyard Hate, it's annoying. All right, we get a land. Doesn't help us too much here though. If they end up getting back a Valgavoth here, we're gonna lose this game, I feel like. Oh boy. I didn't even see that hit the graveyard. They must have done that when they did the Bitter Triumph. I wasn't even looking at the screen. And it's a Traxa. Don't need to tap anything though. Isn't it crazy how you can go on like an 8-game win streak and then go on like a 3-game lose streak? Like no problem. Crazy. Oh, my Atlanta. Like, what is this hand, man? What is this hand?